Hi people, today I will be showing you this fabric chain which I made out of fabric and some embroidery thread. So I have used a secret material inside this chain. So this is a canvas. It is mostly used for stitching your probably I can say shirt collar. It's kept inside shirt collars and your salwar neck to give it a proper shape and give it a proper stiffness. Also for your shoulder, inside your coats and everything. So this one has a shining one side and the other side doesn't have a shining. So the side which has shining means it has a glue in that area. So you will have to use this area. You will have to place fabric on top of this glue shining part, and then you will have to start ironing this material on top. The other side, basically the other side you will have to start ironing. So what happens is this material will stick to the fabric and then it gives a kind of stiffness, so that if you see this chain is not like a usual cloth, it is standing very stiff and it can also hold some more weight, so your fabric is not going to tear or nothing is going to happen to this. And so today is my first video where I'm showing my face and vlogging with all of you. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go and subscribe, like my channel, also follow my Instagram page called Messy Arts. I will be giving you a lot of tips, quick ideas and ideas about material. I am planning to show my workstation, how messy, how dirty I have kept it. So go follow me on Instagram and subscribe my channel on YouTube. Thank you so much for all your support. And one more thing which I forgot to tell is that you people have to help me reach certain views so that I feel kind of motivated to do more videos, because I put a lot of effort to make so many videos and I hardly get like 50, 40 views for few of my videos. So until I reach 100 views in this video, I'm not going to post another one. So please help me reach 100 views and then you will have really beautiful creative jewelry ideas which you really don't have to spend. You can just use it with materials at home. You just need basic tools like a cutter, a player, etc. So let's get started now with this beautiful fabric chain. So today we are going to see a simple fabric chain with the help of embroidery thread and some beads. Firstly, I am taking a cotton cloth with some pattern in it and I am cutting a round shape with the help of a bottle cap. Cut this very neatly, and then I am taking a yellow color fabric. Here I am going to use a little bigger bottle cap and then I will cut a round shape. Now fold this into two halves and mark the center point. We are marking the center point so that we can fix this yellow and the pink color piece together. Here I am giving a 1 centimeter marking so that in case if a chain goes out of shape, you can cut it out. So you cannot cut it above this, like beyond this line. So now you can place the pink color. It's going to be a semicircle chain like you saw in my video. So even this piece you will fold it like this and mark the center. So you will get center point for both the cloth. Now you will have to place it correctly and then stitch it. Make the stitch very small so that it's not seen outside. I have stitched the center. Now I am going to put a running stitch around this. This is a canvas which I showed you initially. So that's the glue area. So I'll place the cloth and then I will iron it back side. Give a good amount of press. First keep the temperature lesser and then slowly you can increase it and give good pressure and press it. Now the fabric is stuck to the canvas. You can cut this out. You can see there is irregular shape on the fabric. So this can go up to that pencil mark which I have made. That's the maximum you can shorten the pendant. So always keep the outer layer circle little bigger so that when you try to adjust the shape, even if it goes short, it will not be very smaller pendant. So now again, after folding it into half, you can see a little excess, white excess. So cut that off. So now here I am taking a foam sheet and I am marking a semicircle just to keep it inside and give a little more stiffness to the pendant. Cut this out and then apply some Fevicol and place it. Once you place it on the pendant, allow this to dry for like half an hour. Half an hour should be sufficient for this to dry. So meanwhile, what we can do is, we will make some blue color tassel. So I am making very small tassel. If you want longer, you can make it. So I am taking 2 finger length. Now I cut it into. Take the excess thread and then start tying the center point. Fold it and then make a knot. Make at least 2 knots to keep it tight. Now hold it such a way and then cut all the excess thread. So I am going to make approximately 10 to 12 tassels. Now I am making a hole with the help of finisher tool. You can even use some needle. I am doing this and then I will insert gear wire. This is not going to be an adjustable chain. So take the gear wire as much as long you want and then insert it. This gear wire will stay inside the pendant. So keep it like this. Do not remove the gear wire after inserting it like this. Now take needle and thread. We will start stitching the tassel around the pendant. So now you can approximately place all the tassels around. Make sure it is all perpendicular to the shape of the pendant. So I am placing everything around the pendant and then I'm going to take a pencil and approximately mark the points. If you close it, this is how the final pendant is going to look. So now I will take a pencil and I'll mark the points. This is just to give an approximate point where these tassels have to come. Now you can start stitching from top to bottom. So when you take it from bottom, make sure you make very small stitch there so that it's not seen outside. Later we can place some beads and cover that stitch. So do a basic knot. So I have placed some wooden beads to cover the stitches. Now take a double thread. Here I am inserting the needle from inside and now close the pendant. This is called blanket stitch. So hold that knot tight and then from the bottom put it inside and you will have a loop. From back side there will be a loop. Put the needle through the loop and pull it. So this will give a lock. Maybe you can say it a closer stitch, blanket stitch or lock stitch or whatever. If you want to search for better YouTube embroidery videos, search it as blanket stitch. Now bring the thread on top of the pendant. Now I am taking a distance of the tassel. Insert it and then put the needle into the loop and the thread you bring it on top of the tassel. So this will give like a cover, it will cover the pendant. Don't pull it too tight, it might give wrinkles on the fabric. Now I am creating a small gap and then in between the tassel I am going to stitch it again. So if you see, I'll create a gap and then put the needle. Be very careful, the canvas is going to be quite stiff. Put it into the loop, bring the loop in front of the tassel. So you will continue doing this throughout the pendant. Be very patient when you are doing this. Bring it on top. Make sure it covers the fabric completely, and then back side you will have only single stitches. On top you will have like a covered stitch. After finishing this, you can adjust the tassel. Now as usual, at the end make a simple knot. Now the pendant is complete. I will start adding beads to it. So beads is completely your choice. I'm using some crystal beads, some metal beads. To match the wooden beads, I'm going to add the same thing. And I have used approximately 60 crystal beads in one side. I've added a thread, yellow color thread beads. So once the pattern is done, you will have to count it multiple times to get this shape. Now I'm inserting a gear lock, and this is a center. This is just a different color beads to show you what is the center point. So after doing this, I will take other point of the gear wire and I will do a overlap. So this is like a interlocking, and you just have to press the gear lock with the plier, and then you will cut the excess gear wire. Now the chain is done. This will take approximately in like 3 to 4 hours for you to complete this whole process. It's not like a clay jewelry which takes a lot of time. That's the whole length of the chain. So we are done with the simple, beautiful fabric chain. See you all soon on my next video. Bye bye.